Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be getting this Honda CT70 running. Roll the intro. A little bit of the backstory on this bike. I picked up two CT70s out at this guy's farm. He said these have just been sitting around for a long time. This one is the better of the two. It supposedly ran not too long ago, so I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be able to get it running today. If you guys haven't seen the video of us picking these bikes up, I'll put a link right above there, so just tap on that. But yeah, this bike is pretty complete, as you can see. Up here on the tag, it says it's a 1971 CT70 and it's H model, so that's the 4-speed manual. It's pretty beat up. You can see there's a hole right here in the frame, which really sucks. I think that might have been, I'm not even sure. I was thinking maybe the exhaust pulled that out. But then we got this speedometer that's just seen better days. All of the cables are pretty worn out. There's been a nice repair over here on this side, so that's a nice little custom repair right there. But let's just see if we can get this thing running today. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it, if we're gonna try to restore it or just get it running, make a nice rider out of it. But first thing we're gonna do is get this plug pulled out and we'll see if we have any spark. Boom. Check out the plug. Doesn't look too bad. Seems a bit fouled. Turn this into the on position. I'm not quite sure which one's the on position. It's either like that or like that. I'm not positive. Let's see if we have any spark. Nothing. Yeah, we're getting no spark, so we're gonna have to pull this one apart, get to the points, clean the points. I think that usually will do it. Hopefully we don't have to replace anything because I got no parts on me right now. But yeah, let's get the stator cover off over here and we can get to the points, condenser, and see what's wrong with it. Oh, come on. Oh, damn. Gonna have to go get the impact. Okay, so what we have here is a impact driver. Super handy tool for getting these things off without stripping them. Basically, stick it in like that, get a good grip on it, bam, knocked it loose just like that. So go get one of these, super handy. Okay, that thing out of there. So what we're gonna do now is just pull off this flywheel. You can just stick a little file and get those points clean through there, but for the sake of the video, we're just gonna take this off so I can show you guys what's happening in there. So to get these off, you have to have this special puller. You can get it on eBay. Basically what you do is you thread this on. Let's see, one of these ways is reverse, I think. Yeah, this way is reverse. So you twist this on, reverse, and now you're gonna run this one in. Boom. Just like that. The H model takes a special flywheel. You can see it's got all these components in here. What this does is it actually, when you rev the engine, it will advance the timing, and these little things will fly out kind of. Okay, so this is what's inside here. One thing you want to check is that this woodruff key is still in place. If that's sheared off, then your timing will be all off. But come check out these points. You can see that there's a lot of corrosion in there, and that's probably what's giving us no spark. So I'm gonna just put some sandpaper in there and get those cleaned up. Okay, we're currently trying to find the bolt that goes right there. I thought it was right there and now it's gone. So just gonna keep on looking for this. Been looking for like 5 minutes and cannot find it. So the struggles of working in the driveway. Okay, we have moved on to the point where we're just gonna try to find something that fits, and of course none of these are gonna fit because they're probably all like standard size, but let's just see if we can find something.
Got away.
Ba-boom. Back in business. Scared to do that too tight. It's probably gonna strip. Okay, let's check for spark. Get down super close to the plug. Oh yeah, we got good fire now. Okay, so now that we got spark, we can get this carburetor pulled off, get it cleaned up, and then this thing should fire right up. So, getting close. Okay, let's get this carb pulled off. I've used the Berrymans before, but the Berrymans, I don't know, it seems pretty aggressive, and I've had cases where it kind of like takes the metal off and makes the metal kind of like powdery, I guess, and it's left like this weird powder, so I just stopped using it. I've been using this can for, I don't know, like 5 years probably, so it lasts a long time. I'm gonna toss these things in. I could have made this basket a little bit bigger, but oh well. Okay, going down. Okay, that carb's soaking. One thing I forgot to mention was, you know how we didn't have spark at first? I never even checked. Oh my god. There we go. I never even checked to make sure the wiring was good. You don't need a battery to have spark on these bikes, but what you do need is this little black loop right here. That's something you should always check. Make sure you have that loop in the wire right there. If you don't, it won't complete the circuit and you won't have spark. So we got lucky on that. Also, the on position we figured out was all the way up. Okay, we're gonna get this seat pulled off, get this gas tank pulled out. I never even looked in it actually. Oh, nice and clean. Gotta love the plastic tanks, they don't get rusty. Unfortunately though, to put new fuel lines on this thing, you gotta pull the whole tank out. Come on, you little sucker. Ugh. Okay, actually, I guess you don't even need to take that off. What am I doing? Just put that back on. Oh. You already know where I shop at. O'Reilly's. This is not a sponsored video either. This is just the best auto parts store. Let's get this thing opened up. Let's see how this thing looks. Oh yeah. Still nice and dirty. You want to use hot water to rinse this stuff off. Don't tell my mom I'm using her hot water thing. But we're just gonna do that. Get this thing all nice and clean. And then we're gonna blow it out with some compressed air and get all the water off. Be prepared for the little pancake compressor to kick in. Okay, so we got the carb put back on. I'm saying there's like I don't know, like 90% chance this thing leaks. This little cover right here, there's a filter in there, and those bolts oftentimes strip out, and I was kind of tightening it down, and I was like, oh, it's about to strip. So, and it doesn't seem like it's on very good. I don't know. So expect to see gas dripping from right there. See any drips? Oh shit, big drip over here on this side. Damn. Yep. I didn't even take that side off. We'll just see if we can kind of, there we go. See what happens. See if this thing starts up. Okay, I think I gotta pull that carb off one more time, go through it, and make sure it's working how it should, because obviously we're just not getting any gas, and that's what we need to start it. Okay, so our problem was now we got gas coming out the overfill, right? And when that usually happens, it means that we gotta adjust the float because the float's not shutting off the fuel. Well, I'm testing this out and I put it on the on position. That's how it works, and look, it's just going straight out the bottom. So that means that hole right there, or this thing, is not sealing how it should. Okay, so we fixed the one leak, then there was another leak, then we fixed that leak, and now there's another leak. Welcome back, guys. It's been like a week. We had some gas leaking out of this carburetor, weren't able to get that figured out, so I just went ahead and bought a new, just aftermarket carb that just bolts on. It was like, I don't know, like 20 bucks or something. Basically the same cost as a rebuild kit for the OEM carb. But honestly, even if I put the carb kit on, it'd probably still leak. So I'm just going with this. Let's see if this thing fires up. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Okay, so we weren't able to get the bike running. It would kind of pop off, but it wouldn't run, which was a sign that the timing is probably off. So sure enough, I popped off this little side cover right here, and I looking at this timing mark, I got the flywheel on T, which is top dead center, and this little, you guys can't see it, but there's a little circle that should be lined up with the notch right up here. It's about 2 or 3 teeth off. You can see that this gasket's it's been replaced at one point, so I had a feeling someone was in here before us and they messed up the timing. Okay, I think I might have got it. I'm not positive because I don't know exactly where the mark was on the case, but you can see the circle is right there and the notch in the case is right there. Okay, I spun the engine over just a couple times, made a full rotation, and put it back on T, and you can see, where is it? The circle is way up on the top now, and it's way out of whack. So, and then I got to looking at it, and look how loose that timing chain is. That shouldn't be like that. See how much slop is in that? So I think we have a worn out timing chain, or possibly the tensioner is bad or something like that, because that shouldn't have that much play in there, and it just keeps on messing up with the timing marks. It's too loose to even adjust it. Basically what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take off this sprocket up here, I'm gonna take off the flywheel, I'm gonna take off the stator, and behind the stator we'll be able to see the timing chain and the tensioner. Well, looks like everything's good inside. You can see this is the oil pump drive and the chains on there. This is the chain tensioner, and it looks to be working fine. You can see that's the piston that it rides on. That all looks fine. So I'm gonna pull that chain out, and we'll measure it up compared to the other one I got. Okay, I'm checking out these timing chains. This is the one that came off the bike. This is my extra I had. This one feels tighter than the one that came off the bike, but I mean, I'm not sure if there's much of a difference. I think I'll just stick this one on, and we'll check it again. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one of my little secret tricks. So usually when you're doing a timing chain, you know, you will have like the head off, and it's just easier to access everything. To get this back slipped up into the head, I tie a little zip tie on, right? And what you can do is feed that all the way up, and then it pops out right there. So then you can grab it and just feed it through. Just like that, boom. And you get it on your gears back here. Then there you go, then you just cut that. You gotta slip in your little tensioner. Where is it? This one. Slip this back in. Okay, so I just kind of was able to hammer that little roller that goes right in here. You gotta kind of just move the chain around and then just kind of hammer it in through here. Usually that's not what you do. Usually you pull off the head and you have easy access to doing it. And yeah, I know this isn't probably the correct way to do it. You should pull the head off, but I don't feel like doing that, and so don't roast me too hard in the comments. So it was doing the same thing when I put this new timing chain on. So I pulled everything back apart. This time I kept it connected up here at the cam gear, and as you can see right now, there's no tension being put on here, and so this is the timing chain tensioner, and that should be pushing hard up against this, which will put some tension on this chain. So I'm gonna get that removed, see why that's not getting pushed up. There's a spring inside there, and that little piston should be pushing all the way up. Okay, so what I found was I tried to get that adjuster out. I took off this bolt, which covers the hole down here, and then this one's got like a adjuster thing. All the other CT70s I've had haven't had like a adjustable tension, but anyways, I loosened that all the way up and this pin won't even come out still, so I'm gonna try to tap that out, see if we can get that loose. I think either it's bent or it's just seized in there, and so it's not able to, it should be able to go up and down and have good tension on that chain. Okay, got everything out. That's how it all came out. Luckily you guys weren't watching me do that because I was just kind of tapping on it like that, and I didn't realize that there is a adjuster right here. So this is a little bit different than the CT70H model that I got. This one has a adjustment that you can make yourself. So what I'm gonna do is just clean up these parts, put it back in, and then I should be able to mess with that adjuster to get that chain tightened properly. Okay, let me show you guys kind of what was going on. So that's kind of like how it was when we first opened it up, right? You can see this tensioner is just way off from the arm. So there's this little adjustment right here, and when I loosen it, watch this pin. See how it just shot back up? So that's like where it needs to be. And then there's an adjustment down here to add tension to this thing to make the spring like more springy. Okay, I got the timing set, got that chain much more tight, as you can see. To tighten the chain, what you do is there's a little flathead screwdriver up in that hole down there, and you're just gonna crank that really tight until this tension's good. And then this adjustment right here, I think only just locks the pin in place. I think I'm gonna get the cover back on, and we'll try to start this thing up. Okay, we got the bike timed, everything put back together. I think it should fire up. I went ahead and drained the oil. This is the oil I put in it. This is like the best stuff to use. So let's see what happens. It's about 100 degrees out today, but I think we'll give it some choke and see if this thing fires up. Oh my. That's crazy, first kick. Whoops, jinxed it. Okay, boom, this thing is running good. I think it went into gear and everything, so I think now we're just gonna clean the bike up, pump up the tires, and then take it out for a quick little test ride. Okay, let's get this thing cleaned up. These are some of the products I'm gonna be using for cleaning this bike up. I like to use this stuff or Simple Green to get all of the dirt and oil and grease. That stuff's nasty. On the engine also, and we'll get that cleaned up. And then on the fenders and the different chrome pieces, I like to just use WD-40 and then Quad Zero steel wool. This stuff works really good. So I'll bring you guys back once I get this finished, and I'll show you guys the finished product. Boom, check it out. Just got it all cleaned up. Looks a ton better. This thing was super dirty. I only spent about 15 minutes on it and made some huge changes. I could have taken a wire brush on a drill and cleaned up those rims a little bit, but I got the hubs clean and I got the fenders looking a lot better, so I think it's good enough for right now. We're not restoring this bike, just getting it cleaned up and getting it running. So I'm gonna take it out for a quick test ride. Okay, let's get this thing started up. Boom. Try to skid, but it didn't. Well, there you go, guys. Got this thing running. Seems to be running super good. Cleaned up really nice. And we got another one saved. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm going to be doing a couple more CT70 videos. We got lots of Hondas on the channel. Make sure to hit the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hey, I forgot to mention that if any of you guys are interested in this bike, I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I would consider selling it. So just leave a comment or hit me up on Instagram. It's mechanic_kid with 2 D's, and we can talk price and pickups. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.